What, too soon? Maybe next week. Hey guys, welcome back to another DJI Air 3 video. Actually, is it a DJI Air 3 video? This week, we're gonna be testing out DJI's LightCut video. So this won't be a full in-depth tutorial of DJI LightCut because actually Sean from Air Photography, he's already done a very good video on it. So check that out I'll link it in the description box down below if you wanna understand how the editor actually works. However, in this video, we're gonna be covering what is DJI LightCut, is it any good, a quick overview of the app, some testing along with my findings, what I actually think, and any future improvements they can do with the app. By the way, if you're new, hello, my name is Dimitrios and I create videos on drones, photography, and everything in between, and it's a mix of entertaining and educational content. To stay up to date, subscribe for future videos. That being said, let's get started. So what is DJI LightCut and is it any good? Now, if you already create content, you know that editing photo and video actually takes up a huge amount of time. So this app is designed to help cut that and do it automatically with AI. The app is actually designed specifically to work with DJI product. So when you open up DJI LightCut app, you can see here's a very basic menu. You have your settings in the top right, your drafts, where you can connect to your devices, and in front you have like a set of templates that you can select and play around with, and at the bottom you have three options. You have one tap edit, inspire cam, a new project, and there's this new feature right at the top here called aerial audio match, which we will be covering as part of the testing. Essentially with this app, all you want to do is you click on one of these templates or functions like one tap edit, select the footage that you want to include, just hit next, and then it should automatically generate a short video for you. Now that we've gone over a quick overview of what the app is, let's go into my actual testing of what I actually did with this app on this day. I started off my day in the morning at sunrise. It was very cold that day. I decided to start off with Inspire Cam using the iPhone 15 Pro. Yes, we will be jumping to drone footage in a moment. Now essentially here you just select your theme, and then within this theme of the Inspire Cam, it actually gives you a storyboard of all the shots that you need to be able to create this video. And not only does it give you a completed example, it gives you the example shots that you need for each one, and then next to it actually describes what the subject is, whether it's a medium close-up, far or long shot, the type of movement you need, and then the technique. And then you can do this all within the app. So if you just hit shoot, you then get the templates within the camera view, and it even tells you the description in the top left on what is required. And all you have to do is just hit the record button and capture the shot. And once it's complete, it moves on to the next storyboard. Now here you can flip the iPhone's camera, so either the back camera or the front camera, and you can turn off grid lines, and you can add enhance, and you also have a time shot as well. Now for now, I actually did use the inbuilt template and followed the storyboard to create a video. And it's a shame actually, within the app, it doesn't use the iPhone's focal lengths, so you're just stuck with the one camera, and nor does it use iPhone stabilization when you're shooting within the app. So this is probably why this app is specifically designed for DJI's products like the Osmo Mobile or the Pocket for stabilized handheld footage. Now, because this was my first attempt at actually using the app, it did take me a little bit longer to figure out how this all worked. However, the video turned out all right. And I did shoot in landscape mode, but I managed to reframe it into portrait mode for Instagram stories, which I had posted Saturday late morning. So the edit was fine other than the unstabilized footage. However, I actually kind of liked it after I finished with the video. And I did try importing this into CapCut to stabilize it, but then it was all warpy and wobbly on the edges, and it wasn't good. So I preferred like the shaky cam rather than stabilized footage. Now we move on to one of LightCut's templates, which is tilt shift. So if you click on the big thumbnail right in the middle of the screen, or if it scrolls by, it will say like tilt shift, you tap on that, and then you'll be able to click one of these themes again in the city or miniature. Just click any of these templates, and all you want to do here is connect the drone to the phone. Now we'll talk about this bit a little bit later, but the drone needs to be on for you to be able to edit the footage. You can download the footage to your phone, but you're probably better off just leaving it on the drone. Tilt shift is actually a pretty basic effect. It simply adds some blur at the top and the bottom of the footage, and you should try it with this photos too, and we can actually cover this in a future video.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Once you've selected your clips that you want to use, tap next. Let the app do its work, and then it generates a video for you with the tilt shift effect, making everything look miniature. Now you may want to make some adjustments like changing the title cards, the music, and the end card, and maybe you want to add the color effect, but this is a quick, easy solution for a fun effect. Was the aerial audio match, and this is specifically for drone footage, not handheld or other footage. So it even says specifically that it's only for forest, sea, field, and urban. So it's really simple. Again, you take some shots with your drone. Once you finish your flight, connect the drone to the app, select the clips, and then hit next, and that's pretty much it. Again, it's that easy. It's literally selecting clips and tapping next. Now you could go a little bit further, make fine adjustments and editing the template so you can add your own branding for future videos that you create. Maybe like the title card or end cards you want to keep the same. But the other great thing is you can change the music, add sound effects, add filters and effects, text and stickers. You can adjust the clips, the volume, the speed, reverse clips, etc. Also, this is another good thing that I was concerned about. If you're worried about shooting in another color profile other than normal, so for instance, if you're shooting in D-Log-M, which is a very flat color profile, DJI LightCut has already thought about that. So under filters, if you click the color recover tab and then select your device, so for instance, DJI Air 3, it will have HLG and D-Log-M color recovery. And then just tap that and then your footage is recovered. And then you can even add an effect on top of that if you wanted to change the colors and make it more retro or cinematic or whatever theme you're trying to go for. And just so you know that these color profiles isn't just for aerial audio match, it's actually built into the whole app. So any of these that you select, you are able to use the color recovery mode for D-Log-M, HLG, or whatever other device that you're using that has a flat color profile. It's in the app. So you can reframe your footage as well for portrait mode if you shoot in landscape, just like I do. If you have been following me for a while, you know that I'm not a fan of shooting in vertical footage because it's not versatile. However, if you primarily shoot vertical video, then this isn't going to be an issue for you. Unless you go to landscape mode, then you're pretty much screwed because it's not going to look great. Oh, and the last one here that I tried was one tap edit.
But we can take this ride wherever it goes, as long as you're with me. I feel at home. Can you tell me why? 'Cause I wanna know, as long as you're with me. Oh, I got it bad, I just wanted love. I got it bad, I just needed love. I feel at home.
Now in the beginning when I tried Inspire Cam, which was storyboard based, and the footage came out non-stabilized, I thought I'll try one tap edit, but this time I shot with the iPhone 15 Pro with native camera, and I just took a walk around downtown Toronto, took a bunch of clips, and then I put this into one tap edit to edit these clips together. It was that easy, and it also added some music, some effects, some title cards if I wanted to. Actually, surprisingly better than I expected. Now again, I don't know if it's because I have the iPhone 15 Pro, it was able to process this pretty fast, but most of the exporting done was in less than a minute, which is pretty impressive, and I assume you'll be fine if you had a 13 Pro. If you have an iPhone with the latest Apple silicon chips, I'm guessing you're gonna be fine. Now, the one thing to note is I did shoot more clips than necessary. It's always better to have more footage than less footage. So when I loaded like 26 clips in, it didn't use them all. And there were some clips that I wanted to use, but this was okay. I just went back into the editor, deleted the clips that I didn't want to use. And I think this capped around 14 clips for the one tap edit. But again, this could depend on the duration of each clip as well. This is the thing with editing. You play it back, you might like it, but maybe you want to make some adjustments to it. And so you're fiddling around within the editor. So that is my testing of each of those modes within DJI LightCut, and I was super impressed. But what do I actually think? First of all, the practicality of it. Now, for someone who's actually used to going out to fly and then returning home to offload the footage, this was new to me, to be able to just connect to the drone and edit the footage. And this is something I still did. I did wait till the end of the day to connect the DJI LightCut to the DJI 3 and edit the footage directly from the drone. The good thing about this is that you don't have to wait to download and transfer the files to the phone. That could take up a lot of space. It's literally just editing these proxy files from the drone, which is kind of cool, and it's super fast. There was no lag there at all. However, the annoying thing is that when the drone is on and it has a fan and then the blinking lights, especially when I was editing these at night, it could be kind of impractical. So can you imagine you're out and you want to edit this clip, and maybe you're at a bar or a restaurant, and then your drone's just sitting there on a table, blinking lights and then the fan going on. So it may not be super practical. However, with the speed of being able to edit these clips, then maybe you don't need to have it on there for long. You could do this within 5 minutes, easily within 5 minutes. I'm also actually surprised in how good the footage has come out with a low file size as well, and keeping the quality. If you are someone that wants to post daily videos and frequent videos, then this is a good solution, because it's literally flying the drone, getting a bunch of clips, and then editing. This can all be done, including the flight, within half an hour, if you want to spend that much time flying, depending on the battery length. Now, I did find the app was a little bit glitchy at some times, and it wasn't as intuitive at first, but once you get used to it, it's actually pretty straightforward. I think you just have to have the mindset of it's fine. At the end of the day, it depends. It comes down to your aesthetic on how all these little fine details that you want to adjust. Another thing I was surprised about was how fast it actually edited these clips. This may be down because I have the iPhone 15 Pro here, and these were being turned out within less than a minute, just analyzing the clips, already making something, and then just spending some time editing on the iPhone, and then exporting that video within less than a minute, which is super fantastic, and then you're ready to share. Now, another thing that I noticed as well is that when you are connecting to devices, it does have a list of the supported DJI devices, which are their latest products. However, so here is the DJI Action 2. Now, when I was filming some B-roll with this, a message automatically popped up on DJI LightCut saying that I could connect to this device. So even though doesn't say it's supported, this does work and it does connect to DJI LightCut. So maybe if you have one of these and you're using it for your FPV drone, this could be a good way to edit fast FPV clips. Like with any editing software, the only way you're really gonna learn it as well is just using it. And I think the whole of yesterday, having the focus of solely using that app only, because I was forced to using this app, I did find it really easy once I got the hang of it. Now let's move on to some improvements that I think they can make with the DJI LightCut app. Now, the first one and the most obvious is that when trying to connect to the drone to edit, I wish there was like a mode where the LEDs won't be on, or they will turn off after you've connected DJI LightCut to your drone. But if there's a way you could have it in like a quiet mode where you can quickly edit the videos without disturbing anyone else if you're out and about. This isn't going to be a problem if you're at home or in your studio and you're just quickly editing a video. The other thing is editing off a small screen can be a little bit frustrating. I know that my hands sometimes go numb from just holding the phone for so long. Again, this is probably because I was trying to learn the app at the same time. That being said, even though there's no desktop version, you can download the iPad version. However, with the iPad version, you're stuck in portrait mode. You can't use it in landscape mode. Also, what I would like to see is if they could add support for the iPhone, so you could shoot within the app, especially the Inspire Cam with the storyboard, taking advantage of all the focal lengths and the stabilization. Like if you could use the Osmo Mobile, which is supposed to use the phone, why can't you can just shoot natively with your hand and then take advantage of the stabilization, because iPhone has very good stabilization natively. So yeah, I'd like to see support for that. And another thing I'd like to see is maybe some templates built for day to night transitions. I tried testing this with some of the footage that I captured when I was in Cyprus, when I covered waypoints from last week's video, and you can check that here. I think it's this side, or is it this side? I can always keep forgetting. So yeah, just having a template for day to night transitions, and then it explains to you go and take waypoint flights in the morning and then come back at night, and then just having a smooth transition from day to night with those clips. Did test it out, it didn't really do anything. It just put 2 clips together, no transition. So that is DJI LightCut app. So yeah, take advantage of this, test it out for yourselves. It's really easy to use and you'll be surprised in how good some of the videos came out, as you would have seen from this video. So next week, we'll actually be covering some lenses I'll be buying for the DJI Air 3. So if there's anything you want to learn about the DJI Air 3, put a comment in the section down below and let me know what drone you're flying. Is the Air 3 one of the drones that you want to upgrade to? Subscribe for more videos on drones, photography, and everything in between, and YouTube recommends you should check out this video next. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.